finals hype. This is going to be JP versus Darth, or NA versus EU. NA for JP, Darth for EU. And we'll have to see which player is going to come out on top and win the first place prize, or who's going to win the second place prize. Now, both players are guaranteed the QLC and level GG pistol skins, but depending on which place they come in, the prize money is going to be a little different. Not sure if we lost Mr. Freeze there, but as we move on to this first loop, we see Darth coming out on top. Welcome back, Mr. Freeze. Now, let's take a little freeze here, take a little pause, and understand what's at stake here, Mr. Freeze, and who's favored to win this match.
So, unfortunately, I was muted again. My mistake. These two players, we've seen them play multiple times in the past, and it always seems to flip-flop between them. It's really a kind of a toss-up as to who's going to win. During league play, we saw JP win 2 games against Darth to win the league matches, but the chat predictions have JP 93% to Darth 7%. So a lot of favor for Darth.
Definitely a lot of favor for Darth, but we'll have to see if that's going to play out here. Darth's going to be the one that gets desynced. JP with a shotgun, destroying house. Ooh, but Darth comes right back up, clearing the point, allowing him to come back with full HP, bringing it to overtime.
Darth has barrier cover here on his 3. Possibly pre-fire from point, but oh, that grenade launcher place is great placement. Darth doesn't have to move right away if he wants to avoid that.
And we rarely see JP pull out the grenade launcher, just loop number 1. He's going for the hard kill on this one.
I think it's a good idea for zone control, especially hitting that 3. It's really good opponent awareness. And we've seen him pull out grenade launcher loop 1 a couple times. He does like to use grenade launcher every so often. And I think his shotty is his favorite.
I think between these two players, JP is the most strategic player. He likes to use certain guns at certain times to accomplish different tasks, and basically an all-around player. And Darth is just the SMG, but when he pulls out an SMG, he's basically relying on all of his skills, which he has a lot of.
I think that's a fair assumption. I think JP does do more strategic plays. He does change it up more than Darth. Darth likes to stick to his tried and true. But both these players, man, are so dang good at this game. We're gonna see what happens here.
Comes the explosion. Darth's gonna be able to escape here and put pressure on JP. He starts clipping his head here, and he's trying to take him down as much as he can. He's bringing him super low, but now he's gonna make his push onto the point. He's gonna spot JP and get desynced here, but JP is gonna be the one that comes out on top.
Well played by JP. He forced Darth to overextend so far. Not as much of an extension since it was round 3, but JP stayed in cover this entire time, wasted a whole bunch of time of Darth's. And he knows both his 1 and his 2 are on point at the end of loop 2. So Darth has to get the kill on the 1 and the 2. He can't get the kill on the 3, and that bites him because JP's 3 kills Darth through the very end, preventing him from taking the point. Well played by JP. Darth had to make that push, but it did not work out for him.
And I feel like JP planned that out really well. I mean, you see most players, they rush towards the health pack, but JP's known to not go on the not the health pack on top of the point. But JP is one of the few players that are known to not go on top of the point, to opt for maybe a better killing strat of some sort.
Sometimes it's better not to get into your 3. I think this was mentioned before with your 3 on the point, because it puts them a little bit more vulnerable. If you can stay back and cover and waste some time, as long as you have point control on loop 2, that could secure you around.
But it also comes at a high risk too. I mean, if your 1 and 2 get desynced by maybe a grenade launcher, it's not going to work out so well.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a risky play. You want to make sure you have point control for sure. But this is a game of pros and cons, risks and reward. You got to choose something, and sometimes the staying back is the way to go.
Speaking of pros, here we see both these pros gonna face off clone 3 to clone 3, but Darth's gonna set his sights onto the clone 1. He gets brought down to 57 HP even after picking up the health pack. JP has full health. He's gonna chunk down Darth, try to take him down. He desyncs him here, and now who is on top of the point? It's, oh no, Darth and JP bring it to another overtime.
Darth 3 is at I don't. It's at like 3 HP, maybe 5 at max, and there's no health points up. This is probably going to be Darth's round. Just especially knowing Darth's aim, he only needs to tag JP's 3 once. As long as he can control these first 2 rounds decently well, he should have enough time to clean up on point. JP's not in a good spot.
JP ragdolling onto the point. See Darth casually walking in and JP upside down flying right next to his face. I love it.
Additionally, JP's 2 is extremely low, while Darth gets a free 2, and his JP's 2 is already dead from a pre-fire from Darth's 1. So JP is still playing with his. Never mind. He's not playing. Dude, I think he knows at this point it's going to be a very, very, very hard point to win.
And this is going to be a very interesting play. You see GP, he used that time with his clone too, that was desynced here, to figure out what's going to happen next. But JP, he's got little to no health, 3 HP. He's going to get desynced here by a pre-fire shot from Darth. That's definitely going to be the point for Darth. There really isn't anything that JP can do to come back from this. Unless Darth isn't able to close it.
I believe JP's 3 actually got pre-fired. Like, he did a jump peek over this barrier, and that's the moment he got pre-fired. That's unfortunate. Right as he jumps right here, he gets. I think, was that Dart's 3? No, that's a pre.
I think that was the one. That was definitely the one in the pre-fire. He's looking up to the sky. That was definitely the pre-fire from the 1.
Overall, that OT was a pretty easy point to win for Darth. But we still got at least 2 more rounds to see how this goes.
And that's crazy too, because I mean, like, I don't think he planned on pre-firing on the barrier. Like, I've never seen anyone pre-fire the top of the barrier. I mean, he just had to have known that JP would have come that way. Or maybe he fired out to the side and a little bit of a blooming effect happened to spread out and hit JP unluckily.
That's possible, but it's not too uncommon for a player to do a jump peek over the barrier. Usually pre-fires go to the right or left of the barrier, so it's sometimes a safer peek. But that moment when your head is just floating above the barrier can be very deadly, especially to someone who has such good aim as Darth. And we can see Darth's 2 takes out JP's 2 without taking any damage. He does overextend a little bit there. We'll see if JP is able to punish that. But right now, I think Darth does have a slight advantage on this point cap.
With that advantage, Darth is going to try to make his play. It looks like he wants to go maybe for aggressive strat. Yeah, he's going to rush towards JP's health pack over on the left. Right side for JP. Takes down the clone 2 once, twice. Now JP, he's got to be careful for the clone 3. He does get desynced. So now it's JP's way to make towards the point, and he comes in with his second point.
That was good map awareness by JP, and we can see in the chat that Darth was not aware that JP was above him. I believe JP saw that his 2 died by Darth's 3, and he heard the gunshots. He instantly knew that Darth was underneath him, jumped down, got the jump on him, and was able, and at that point all Darth's clones were dead. Good map awareness by JP. Unfortunately, Darth did not quite see him coming, just a fraction second too late.
Man, this game is going back and forth. I mean, 1 point and then another point on the other side, and then now we're getting back to GP getting another point. I mean, if it plays out again, it should be Darth getting a point this time, I guess.
If it keeps going that way, yeah, this is the first next point to win. But we're seeing them change up the strategy now. They are mirroring each other. Both are going for 2 health pack rush with their 1s. This is something I'm not sure we've seen a 2 health pack rush from Darth yet, have we? This tournament.
No, I think he's mainly played it very safe and gone down to I'm gonna push you. Or no, he's either played aggressively towards the clones, or he's played it safe and waited for them to get on top of the point where his skills come in handy.
Yeah, we've seen Darth's actually kind of doing a lot to change his dogma here. Previously, he used to always run standard. You see his 2, he's running a ramp here. He's trying to change it up against JP to get a bit of an advantage. His 3 is playing his left health pack.
Alright, take down JP. He brings him down super low. He takes down the clone 1 at least, and JP brought back with the life with the health pack, but the clone 2 for Darth taken out, able to take down JP's clone 3. That's going to be another point for Darth in this back and forth match.
Darth had some well-placed shots here. We see JP on the railing, got tagged a little bit, got tagged pretty low again, forced him to take the health pack. Both players got their health packs up, full HP on their 3s. And when we jumped onto the joust on the point, JP just was missing his shots. Darth was dodging his shots. You know, Darth just got most of the damage down on JP's 3.
And I wonder if he's gonna. Oh, he might be going for the 2 health pack steal, but JP gets a pretty good read on that.
Darth decided to change it up. Doesn't go for the 2 health pack, but he does take the 1. It is a little bit late in the round. I'm not sure how much it's going to do for him there.
And that was pretty cool to see. I mean, JP, after seeing Darth make a 2 health pack steal, it was a surprise for him on that first time because Darth really never runs that strat. JP making a quick adaptation and countering that play as fast as he could.
Yeah, good plays there, and we see JP made a jump peek again. Darth gets a good headshot on him, gets the kill, and he's able to clean up point, giving him a clone 2 with half HP, locking it down for him.
So the moment we've been waiting for is going to be the battle for the last point, final loop. JP pulling out the trusty shotgun in the shotgun play, and he's going to play around trying to take down Darth's clone 3. He's got to rush towards the health pack. He might be able to make it in time. Yes, he does. Now where's Darth? He rushes towards the other health pack. 2 seconds left on the clock. He's going to be able to desync JP. He's got the 1 clone left. He comes in for the point and game win.
Unfortunate, JP had some really good positioning here. He jumped to mid, saw Darth moving towards his health pack, able to get the kill, and then rushed this health pack closer to him, forcing Darth to move far away. That gives him the time he needs to get the kill on the 2, but he misses his shots, not quite able to get it, and then he doesn't have time to turn and get the 1 shot he needs on the Darth's 3. That was almost JP's round, but Darth was able to pull it out 3-2 in Darth's favor for the first game.
And this is crazy how so close that last point could have been. Now we'll see how the next game is going to turn out as we take a small break to get the next game set up. Playoff finals. Darth versus JP. Darth leading the score 1-0 against JP. And we'll have to see if JP is able to make a comeback in this next upcoming game, or if it's going to be Darth to extend that lead. The stars above.
Whoa, gnarly!
Quick kill onto Darth, as they both are going for 2 health packs still this time. Not quite mirroring each other, playing the same side
Solid attempt.
as their opponent.
And I feel like this 2 health pack steal comes down to whoever is able to b-hop much better and get to the point as soon as possible.
Yeah, the key to the health pack steal is being very quick. You need to get to those health packs as quick as you possibly can to put as much time pressure on the opponent as possible. The first health pack you take is obviously going to be the one that has the most time pressure on it.
Ooh, and JP getting taken down loop number 2 as Darth comes in from the high side. So where do we think JP is going to play off of now?
I think JP is going to have to take out that 2. He might play left ramp here, or he might go right side to his health pack to try and get a pick on Darth's 2. Looks like he is playing right because, you know, Darth's 3 is going to play right, but he gets taken out.
And with him getting taken out, he picks up the health pack to get right back into action. Goes full on aggro to try to take down Darth. He gets taken down instead. It looks like this is going to be Darth's game to close out with the first point.
They score!
I think this round most of it came down to this fight between 3s here. Darth got some good shots on him, took that health pack, kills this 1. And those jump peeks from JP, JP does like to jump peek, and I think Darth is kind of aware of that. Didn't quite work out for him there, even though the shotty was in such close range.
What was crazy about that is that was actually Darth's clone 2 that pre-fired onto JP's clone 3 and took him down on that last loop.
Big brain predictions coming out from Darth
Big
here.
brain predictions. These players are so well practiced and they know each other so well that they'll... Oh, DC coming in for JP there. They know each other so well that they have a rough idea of where they're going to appear, and Darth has been so good at these pre-fires.
Yeah, these 2 players have probably scrimmed. I don't know all the players how much they've scrimmed, but I think these 2 players have probably scrimmed some of the most out of all the competitors here.
Right between the eyes.
Very familiar with each other's playstyles.
They definitely do. I mean, between Darth and JP, they probably scrim maybe decoups the most, as he's most often on, but these 2 definitely, they play so often and they've been playing for such a long time. I'm sure they've gotten used to each other by now. JP rushing with the shotgun again, trying to pull his advantage with the shotgun up close and personal. He's trying to spot out the clone 2 as he changes his targets from the clone 3. Now he's going back to clone 3, rushing towards the point. He's hiding behind Darth's clones. Body blocking takes him down. No, he gets on top of the point himself and gets the point.
Great final kill here by JP. JP's 3 runs the opposite health pack. Both of his health packs were stolen by Darth's 1, so he went aggressive here. Went for the third loop rush. And he does an expert job hiding behind these clones. Darth does a little damage to his own clones, and JP just cleans up. No one's on point but JP's 3. Really well played by JP there. Darth needed to jump on.
And that's such an ironic twist of events. I mean, JP is usually the one that's not on point at the last loop and leaving his clones to finish the job, but I mean, he planned that out so well. He knew Darth was going to try to fire through his clone to take down JP, or at least bring that clone 3 super low. And JP used that to his advantage. That's really crazy big brain strats.
A really good play by JP there. Darth had to either fire or let JP kill those clones. And as we've seen in the past, Darth hasn't always... He's knocked down a point a couple of times. That time I think he was banking on his 1 and his 2, trying to get the kill of JP, but it backfired on him.
Oh, and with 2 HP. 2 HP taking down JP, my goodness.
That barrel ticks Darth down pretty low, but that is pretty easily avoidable damage.
Final loop battle for the 3rd point. This could be a deciding factor on how the game's gonna sway in which favor. It looks like JP gonna take down Clone 1, but Clone 1 for himself gets as well. And right when the barrel comes in, as JP getting desynced, Darth on top of the point, staring down an invisible JP, saying, "I've got the point, you don't."
JP forgot about this barrel explosion. I was actually surprised that Darth didn't take out that barrel earlier, because Darth should have known that that did a lot of... Oh, that was a grenade launcher. I was mistaken. That did all the damage to Darth's 2 there. So that's why he ignored the barrel. And the grenade explosion triggered the barrel, which killed JP's 3. And that was from JP's grenade launcher. So unfortunate in that aspect.
I think the clone... Was it Clone 1 or Clone 2 from Darth actually died to the barrel, but yeah, definitely, as you said, triggered by the explosion. And yeah, that is so weird that Darth, you know, usually they would have cleared that barrel nice and early, but I guess that's not the case.
Worked out in his favor not to there. He didn't really need to as well. And there's 2 rounds under Darth's belt versus JP's 1. JP is a game behind here.
And it looks like he
JP's
knows
going-
exactly where Darth is. I mean, all the pre-fire shots, or not even pre-fire, just shots are trying to aim towards Darth too, and JP able to get on top of the point. Wait, what? Oh, that second was his clone too.
Darth is playing very safe here. His clone is going to be in pretty good cover for JP to take out.
And now, speaking of cover, JP trying to provide a little bit of cover with those explosions. It's providing a little bit of smoke screen on Darth's clone 3 as he needs a little bit of vision. Now both players going to make their on top of the point. JP nowhere near the point, but Darth's clone is, and that's going to be the point and game for Darth, leading us to game number 3 with 2 wins under Darth's belt.
I think JP needed to push point here. He knew that Darth's 2 was the one who had point control at the end of the second loop. And he stayed off point trying to get the kill. Unfortunately, his 1 died. I think that's what he was banking on there.
Either way, we're going into game 3. This could be the tournament win for Darth unless JP makes a 3-0 sweep. We'll be right back as we get the next game set up. Back into the action with game 3 of the Premier League playoff finals. Now, at stake here, Darth 2-0 leading into this match. And if he gets this next win, that's going to be him taking the grand prize and first place.
JP's looking to reverse sweep here in games. He's got a little bit of a road ahead of him. We'll see if he can do it. But I believe JP, if anyone can, against Darth. The past rounds have been very close, and as it was mentioned by the Coops in chat, every game so far has been a 3-0 outcome.
3-0 for Darth? Oh, you're right. That's true.
3-0 in all games.
All
So
the
we'll
games.
see if JP can break the trend.
No, that's not how, like, the points, that's talking about the games themselves. The points have been very different. They've been like 3-2, 3-1, 3-0, but the entire match themselves, 3-0.
And that said, even though it's been 3-0s, There's been some really close rounds. A lot of the games have come down to a 3-2 point round matchup, so
And if we
definitely
also
close games.
we'll take a look later there, but right now Darth gonna spot out that clone 1, almost get desynced by that grenade launcher from JP's clone 3. Yes, he does get desynced. Now JP is gonna try to look to finish out this and get the first point of the game. And he says, yes, I got the first point.
JP pulls out the grenade launcher for his loop 3, gets one down on the health pack that tags Darth's 3 right here after he resyncs, and the second one is really well placed, explodes right on Darth. And then that's easy cleanup with the pistol right there.
That was scarily accurate with those grenade launcher shots here. But another interesting statistic, for every game, it's been blue side, then red side, then blue side, then red side win. And if it goes, it's just going back and forth. Now, if we, or I guess the way I wrote it down on my notebook here, it's gone left, right, and if we're looking off of that statistic, then that means I wrote Darth on the left side, so technically he has a favorite.
Who's to say? We'll see what happens. That is interesting, though.
JP's got to break 2 curses, I guess. Let's see if that's gonna play out here. We see JP already countering the clone 1 Sprat with a 2 health pack steal, trying to take down Darth's clone number 2. He's hiding behind his other clone, trying to take down Darth, but he gets desynced instead. So that's 1 clone for each player on top of the point.
Contested for loop 2. JP's 1 is on point. That is probably the most vulnerable one, especially since I believe JP's 1 rushes health pack here.
So he does. We see JP maybe getting countered here. Oh, he's gonna desync Darth's clone 3, and there's no health packs on top of the map. Now it's up to JP. He's just kind of like happily skipping about as he makes his way with 3 clones on top of the point and the second point.
The rush from JP's 1 did him a solid here. Darth's 3 comes over here, gets a health pack steal, and doesn't quite get the kill on JP's 2, but he has no health pack to go back onto because JP's 1 takes it. Well played by JP. Good control that round. He has 2 rounds against Darth, looking like a potential sweep here, and maybe changing the curse of 3-0 games so far.
And this has been crazy from JP. I mean, he's brought every single game super close. I mean, in the last game 3-2, this game, the first game 3-2, last game 3-1. Now he looks like he's completely changing it. Maybe he might bring it to 3-0 in his favor.
The start loop 2, we saw JP went aggressive with his 1 here. He's pulling out the grenade launcher while Darth's 2 is playing up high on him. JP's not in a great position. He chooses to shoot the grenade launcher at himself, almost kills Darth's 2. Darth's 2 is extremely low there. That was a very interesting play by JP. I'm not sure if he was trying to duck under the explosion or what exactly he wanted, if he just wanted to take out both the 2s in one swoop.
We'll have to see how that plays out. JP might be able to change the way this game is going to play out. He's going to play a little bit defensively on his 3 and try to... Oh no, he's changing his tactic here. He's going more aggressive onto Darth, and he brings him down super low. Darth picking up the health pack, gonna get taken down again. Now JP's gonna make his way to the point. Is he able to make it? And he doesn't make it, I don't think. But all the clones for Darth taken off the point.
He wasn't on it. He has such low HP with his 3. There's no health pack. There is 1 health pack up on his right side. We see Darth rushing to it now. That 1 is probably not going to beat any of the other clones, but it gives him a position to play a little bit aggressive here. And I think he may have a gun jam as he's not shooting any longer.
I think he decided to opt onto not shooting him at that point because at a later loop he might be able to take him down. Maybe that's the case, or maybe it is gun jam. Who knows?
Darth knows that his 1 is going to be dead at that point, so it doesn't actually matter.
We see here, yeah,
Now,
loop number 2, he's focusing on that clone 1. Now he's changing his sights onto the clone 2, both players making their push towards a point. He desyncs the clone 2 and the clone 1. But JP still has some hope for that clone 1. He's gonna just take down Darth's clone 1, but let's see how that plays out.
good position on Darth's 2 there, getting between JP's 2 and the point, giving him the kill.
Super scary for JP. He gets desynced right away. He's got the health pack advantage here, so he comes right back up, steal the health pack away, and that's clone 1 taken away from Darth. Now JP's trying to desync that other clone, but it looks like it's going to go in favor for Darth as it closes out in the round, and that's going to be his first point of the game.
Unfortunately, JP took a little bit of pre-fire from Darth's 1 as he jumped on a point. That 1 was not killed like it was expected, so he takes about a third of his health away. And then his jump peek, which he likes to do, Darth is just ready for it, and he takes out JP with a clean headshot. Darth's 3 almost dies from explosion, but he's alright as he takes point with his 3.
And so Darth looking to make a comeback. First point going over in his way and trying to change up the pace. See what JP has to answer back with.
Nailed it.
Darth 1 is playing safe while JP's 1 is going for a rush shot again. We've seen JP is liking to do this. It has worked for him in the past. No reason it can't now. But he's done it so many times that I think that Darth might just be prepared for it.
And I didn't quite see, but JP was able to get onto the point with his first clone as well, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
I think, and he also got the 3 health pack steal. So, I mean, that 3rd health pack going back in his base is going to help a lot. Yeah, you can see the clone 1 getting on top of the point as well.
The thing JP needs to watch out for here is Darts 1 and 2 stays in high cover this entire time. They're going to be hard targets to hit.
And let's see how this plays out. It's going to be up to Darth to close out this point and keep himself into the game. He's going to focus down JP's clone 3. He manages to take him down. Now he's got his eyes set for clone 1. No, that's clone 2. But JP not even able to get back up. And that's JP's clone 1 on top of the point just in time.
Darth was not looking at it.
Oh, JP. He thought that JP's clone 1 didn't make it on top of the point. He didn't quite see it because JP's clone 1 was desynced loop number 1 and was able to make it, so Darth had no information on that.
JP's clone 1 took the health pack back right. I don't believe he was desynced, but I think Darth, he wasn't looking at the clone, but he had just killed JP's 2 and was turning around to get the kill onto JP's 1. Just not enough time to do all of that. When I saw JP's 1 steal the health pack from JP's 3, I thought it was over for him. But that 1 taking point there puts JP in a good position here. He has a fresh clone 3 with JP's 3 on point here. This could be JP's game.
Well, I think the way it played out was on the first loop in the original timeline, the first 15 seconds, that clone 1 died to Darth's clone 1, but he didn't quite see if he made it to the point. And I guess he kind of thought that clone 1 didn't make it because he went for a 3 health pack steal with like 3 seconds left on the clock. Oh, but let's see how this plays out. JP, 10 seconds left, gonna go for an aggressive push. He's gotta be careful with the barrel here. He tries to take down the clone 2. He does manage to seal the deal on that, and he's putting pressure on Darth's clone 3. Darth, he's got a little bit of work to cut out here to take down JP's clone, and now he's bringing it into point number 5.
Good headshot by Darts 3 here. JP takes out Darts 2. But as we can see, Darth chooses to play JP's 3 at range because he knows that 3 has a shotgun. Really good strategy there. He's able to get the headshot as JP peeks out and tries to get some damage, and that shoddy range just isn't going to do him any favors.
And Darth might be able to actually make a comeback in this last game and win the finals. It's so tough to say how that's going to play out.
He's 1 round away, but JP is also 1 round away from staving that defeat off for at least 1 more game. We're seeing a repeat in strategies here. JP going for the rush while Darts 1 plays on ramp and safe. See if Darts 2 plays safe as well.
If this plays out with Darth winning this next point, that means Darth 3-0'd the entire tournament.
That would be something, especially against these players like JP. So lucky.
Let's see how this is going to play out, guys. 3rd and final loop. This could be Darth's game to win. Darth spotting out the clone 3 from JP gonna do quite a bit of serious damage. JP has to take up the health pack. Darth already taken up the health pack. Both players gonna contest near the point, and an explosion gonna desync Darth. JP's gonna make his way onto the point, and he does it. That's gonna be JP's win, bringing us to the next game.
Breaking the tendencies of these past games. We're going on to the first game 4 in this tournament.
My goodness, JP. Super hyped. He must have been sweating bullets on that last play, I'm sure.
Well played by both players, very close, 3-2. We'll be getting into game 4 here in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with game number 4 of Darth versus JP Premier League playoffs match. Now, right now, it's 2-1 in favor of Darth. JP's got to win this game and the next if he wants to take home the finals, and Darth just has to win this one game in this best of 5 match.
Chat predictions so far for this match: 59% of the points bet in favor of JP, 41% in favor of Darth. So chat, it looks like the majority is hoping for a comeback from JP and going into a game 5.
And I wonder if that's going to be the story that plays out. I mean, JP, although he was able to win the last game ultimately, it was so close. I mean, it could have honestly gone either way. It came down to 2-2 with JP just barely coming out of it.
I think all these games have been so close, and interestingly here, both of these twos have not gone on point. Not going to contribute too much for the point capture here. JP distracted Darth's 2 for a little bit too long. He couldn't quite get on.
So JP using a shotgun from such a long distance, able to land quite a bit of damage onto Darth. He's got to be careful though. They're playing around the barrier, ring around the rosy. Which player is going to spot each other out first? JP not on top of the point, going to get desynced here. And the clone tune on top of the point either, so that's going to be the point for Darth.
It looked like JP was playing for an OT there. Even if he had killed the Darth 3, he was not going to get in point in time. he would have been in a bad position as well with such low HP and no health packs available. I think JP needed to jump on point here
And that's
if he had a chance.
it was very difficult for him. I mean, he had to pressure so hard onto that clone 3. But meanwhile, in the background, I mean, all Darth clones 1 and 2 were just wrecking havoc. Now, did you say that the fan predictions in chat are in favor of JP or Darth?
They are in favor of JP. 60% going for JP, 40% for Darth. So still pretty even,
wow.
but this way.
We've got this chat cheering on for JP. We've got the crowd in the game cheering on for JP. Who's cheering for Darth?
I think Darth's cheering for Darth.
Cheering for Darth. Over in chat, all of his points are going over for Darth. So we see loop number 3, battle for the second point. JP's gonna pull out the grenade launcher again. He's gonna provide a lot of zone control. Maybe take out that clone 2. No, he does some serious damage though. Clone 3 still alive and well. Oh my god, desync. No, JP gonna desync his clone 1 instead. Now he's gonna rush towards the point with a pistol, lands the shots. Is he gonna be able to finish Darth's clone 2? Yes, he does. He closed out Darth's last clone and gets the second or his first point.
He pulls it out with the kill on the 2 at the end. You can see he launches one grenade launcher and a second one. Both of them are missing Darth's 2, which is who he's aiming for. The explosion barely misses Darth's 3. He's not hitting his grenade launcher hits like he wanted to, but his pistol cleans it up. Darth's 3 takes a little bit of damage from the barrel explosion, and he's able to take that point. It's 1-1.
This game is so close. I mean, the way that these players are just shooting each other and playing is just phenomenal. I mean, they've got such big brain strategy plays. They know each other super well. And it really just comes down to who's able to land their shots just a little bit better, isn't it?
Very, very small differences are what change the tide of these games, for sure. Especially against players as good as this.
Now, JP has been running a lot of 3 health pack steals, but Darth has been countering it with his own health pack steals, hasn't he?
Yeah, Darth's one running the health pack steal this time with his 1. Putting some pressure on JP, and JP's 2 is dead here. Was taken out by Darth's 2, who was up on ramp. So if JP wants to counter that, he needs to take out that 2, and Darth's 2 is in pretty good cover for most of the time. This might not be too great for JP.
And with it looking pretty advantageous for Darth, he's going to try to make his plays. That clone 1 from JP gonna get brought low, not desync quite yet, so he might still be able to get on top of the point. Meanwhile, Darth's clone 3 trying to focus JP's clone 3. JP fires a smoke screen cover, trying to take down Darth. He manages to seal the deal, taking him down, and gets his second point.
Almost died, JP's 3 did, but that grenade launcher up onto the ramp, the one coming up right now, is great placement. Picks Darth's 2 down super low, makes him an easy kill. And he tries to get the hit in the 3, but doesn't quite do it. But again, his pistol coming out. JP is doing really well with the pistol shots here, getting the headshots he needs to take out Darth.
I can feel the hype and adrenaline pumping from these players. I mean, just me watching this game alone is just getting me so pumped up. Like, oh man, I don't know which player is gonna come out on top. I'm like at the edge of my seat, so I can imagine what the players are feeling right now.
Oh, I think they're a little nervous. You actually, interesting here on their B-hops, you see both their 1s actually kind of fail one of their B-hops at the same time. So it actually leads to them being on point at the same time as well. I think both players have some nerves going on right now.
And it's interesting to point that you point that out, because most of these players, they scream each other so much, you'd think that they would be pretty normal, but it's kind of like that feeling when you go into a ranked game for the first time. You're a little nervous, you want to win, and maybe you hesitated from even queuing up rank, but that same feeling applies to a tournament in a different way as well.
Especially when money is on the line too, it just raises the stakes.
Especially when money's on the line. And skins too. Well, I guess they both get the skins here, but let's see which skin is going to give him the win in this next battle for the point. Clone 2 taken away from Darth, and that Clone 3 brought down super low, but he's going to rush towards JP's health pack. No, there is no health pack. Darth going to be able to desync him here. JP going to get taken down with all 3 clones, and Darth's clone 3 on top of the point.
This is another 5-round game here. These have been probably I would say the closest matches so far, although the other ones that we've seen have also been really tight. JP's 3 just barely gets killed by Dart's 3 there, and that is the starting moment of this round.
And it's not really come down so much to strategy, hasn't it? I mean, they're both playing pretty solid strategy, pretty similar strategies, but at the end of it, it's just been who's able to land the shots with I guess a few predictions here and there from Darth with his pre-fire.
Yeah, it's I mean both these players are playing really good strats. They're not really making mistakes in their strategy. They're like very minor ones we've seen, but that happens. That happens. So when it comes to top players, when they have strategy down so well, it really does come down to gunfights, and also the micromanagement of your clone and doing everything you can in every moment of the game.
JP pulling up the grenade launcher in this second loop too, not really working out so well. So we're coming into the last point here potentially. Who is it more favored in this next matchup? Either way, we see Darth gonna spot out JP's clone 3, bring him down low, and that clone 2 as well. And JP gonna get desynced, but he's got the health pack to come right back up. Now both players gonna play around the barrier. This could be it. We'll have to see how it plays out. A grenade launcher, JP nowhere near point. Darth on top of the point. Oh, but JP's clone 2 on top of the point. We're in overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
That grenade launcher from JP's 3 almost killed Darth's 2, and it also provided a bit of a smokescreen for his other clone, though I don't think Darth was looking at it. But man, this is an OT here. We have no health packs up.
And who is still alive in these next loops? I mean, I was not paying attention at all. What clone 2, what clone 3 are alive? Was JP still alive at the end?
JP has a clone 2 on point here, so he may be able to pre-fire Darth's 3. Darth's 2. JP's 3 is still alive in Darth's half.
And that clone 2 for JP getting destroyed with the minus negative 0 seconds. JP so cracked he destroyed the timer infinity.
I was mistaken. JP's 3 did not survive. He shot that grenade launcher and died right after the grenade was away. So both these players are gonna have a fresh. So this is a pretty fair OT, I think.
Okay, so Darth is on top of the point, and the grenade launcher shot might just obliterate another smithereens. Yes, it does. Oh, this is gonna be JP. He's saying yes, cheering for fun. He's gonna make his way to game number 5 in the best of 5 match. I mean, all you gotta do is clear out that next Darth clone, and just not whiff the shot. One more shot. There we go. Oh my god, that scared me. Now we're moving on to game number 5, ladies and gentlemen.
JP almost missed the shots that he needed. That's something I did not actually notice. Darth 3 died at 0 seconds, which led to his third clone being dead in the OT round. Really unfortunate there, leading to JP getting that round on him 2-3, and we're moving to a best of 5.
Now, guys, stay tuned as we get that next game stream up. This is game 5 in the best of 5 match, meaning whoever wins this next game is going to be the champion of the QLC Premier League. Now, stay tuned. We'll be right back. finals hype, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hashtags, your commands, whatever you want in chat. Who do you think is going to win? Darth versus JP. Spam them now as we get into the first battle for the first point in the finals match. And now, Mr. Freeze, who do you feel might be able to take home this finals first place match in this next game?
It is such a toss-up. I don't think I can accurately predict it. The predictions for, oddly enough, for chat, 93% in Darth's favor versus 7% for JP. So a lot of points are riding on Darth here. We'll see if he can close JP out and prevent the reverse sweep.
Now I wonder if it's because they feel that Darth is gonna win, or if they just want JP to lose. Because that is also a trend that goes around. I mean, JP, what was he like 10-0 during the round robin stage?
I'm actually not sure on that stat there, but I know both JP and Darth did really well in the league play. I believe they were seeded first and second for this tournament.
First and second, and even in the Galaxy League as well. JP came in first, with So Lucky coming second and Darth coming in third. So this is pretty crazy to see how this game plays out here. Darth's gonna try to take down the Clone 1. He managed to secure the deal on that. Trying to go for the Clone 3, but get desynced. JP will be able to finish the job and get the first point, getting him so much closer to the win.
Able to lock it down with 3 HP left. That was a close call there, but the shot he did him well. He didn't have any, luckily a pre-fire didn't catch JP's 3. Otherwise that would have went into Darth's favor.
It's such a crazy matchup. I mean, back and forth, overtime after overtime, 3-2s. I mean, both these players, as they get closer and closer to the last point, their plays are going to be so much more important. Their mentality is going to be so much important. And I don't know. Like, this is such a back and forth game. I don't even know who to pick for the win either.
If any game should be going to the 5th game, it should be this one. Finals, Darth versus JP, head to head. Yeah, it's been exciting.
You see Darth trying to go aggressive onto JP, try to take him down here. JP gonna be able to seal the deal with his pistol, take down both of Darth's clones, coming in for the advantage loop number 2.
Yeah, JP has 2 clones on, although his one is overextended. That's the clone that is rushing. So that one is likely going to die here, but JP still does have the 2 clone with half health on point.
Final loop, JP brings down Darth super low. Gonna desync him there, but Darth picked the health pack right back up. JP getting the health pack, putting him right back into the action as well. Both players gonna use their pistol, try to take each other down. JP with 18 HP, gonna get desynced, and he's got 2 clones on top of the point to Darth's 1. But it looks like it might be in advantage of JP.
JP forcing a favorable position here. He did really well distracting Darth's 3, as his 1 actually survived, which I did not expect. On point there, and Darth just didn't have enough time to kill them all.
Now, how do you think this could play out by the end of the final loop? I mean, we saw Darth's clone 3 on top of the point with such little health. Do you think it's in favor of JP?
In this round, yes. JP has 2 clones on point, his 1 and his 2. That 3 could get pre-fired, and there aren't any health packs up, so that 3 is going to be playing with a severe disadvantage in the gunfight with JP's 3.
I'm just watching Darth here. This is so crazy. I mean, he's peeking over just a little bit to wait for JP to jump over the barrier and then fire right at that moment. And it happens so quick, but he's still able to land those shots.
Yeah, if JP needs to change one thing, I think it's the over barrier peak. I think it's a little bit too predictable for him. If he does the side peek, he might just get a fraction of a second advantage on Darth's aim.
And here it comes. Oh, the pre-fire shot's not going to land. Oh, some of them do. He's got 5 HP left for Darth, and he's going to play a little bit defensively, but JP might be able to spot him out. Yes, he does. He's going to desync that clone, and this looks like it's going to go in favor of JP for loop number 3, but battle for point number 2. 3 clones on top of the point. JP getting a second point, 1 more point to win it.
JP did good with his aggressive push here. He got 1 tag on Darth's 3 as he's running away. Knows he's 1 shot away. Makes that aggressive push. Takes him out pretty well, though he does lose a little bit more health than he probably wanted. And then the rest of the round, he's able to clean up the 2 and the 1. 2 rounds to Darth's 0. Darth needs to reverse sweep this game to keep his win.
I mean, if JP wins this next game, that means he went undefeated the entire tournament. Well, in terms of overall wins.
That would be a good stat to put under your belt.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna put that in a resume. He went 100-0 for games in QL tournament.
But Darth not out of it yet. We've seen the reverse sweeps happen. We've seen both these players turn it around. Darth can easily do it here. I think he's going to take at least one round off of JP.
Like he might here, but he gets chunked down to 22 HP playing around the barrier, and JP looks like he's trying to stall for time as much as he can. But I don't think JP's going to get his clone 2 on top of the point, so this is going to be a very deadly next loop.
Darth 2 is playing a little aggressive here. He is in JP's half. That isn't great for Darth. See if he can pull it out this 3.
And now JP pulling out the shotgun, gonna go and try to take down Darth's clone 3 as soon as he can. He's pressing into him around the health pack. Darth picking up the health pack. He might get desynced here. JP definitely gets desynced. Oh no, the health pack gonna get stolen away from him. JP's clone's gotta make it on top of the point, but that clone 2 not on top of the point. That's gonna be the point for Darth, continuing on this Game 5 finals match.
Really well played by Darth. You can see JP's 3 rushes him. He stays behind the barrier, waits for JP's 1 to come over, take the health pack right before him, and delays JP long enough where JP's 3, his health pack gets stolen by his own 1. And that clone 1 is less ideal than a clone 3 that's alive, because the 3 can react to Darth's 3. The 1 cannot. Easy cleanup by Darth. He takes a round off of JP, and this might be a turning point for Darth.
You know what? That's the second time we've seen JP get countered by his own clone 1 on the health pack.
Unfortunately, when you go for the 3 health pack steal like that on your round 1, that means you have to, if you're going to play that same health pack, you're going to have to beat your own 1 to that pack. And while at one point it will give you a good advantage, like pushing your 1 onto point alive very last second, if your 3 needs it and he doesn't get it, that's a disadvantage.
And getting it, or got it, it's not what JP has right now, as Darth is able to take down Clone 1 and Clone 2 even after picking the 3 health packs up.
JP using the grenade launcher here, and we see him, he gets caught out by Darts 2.
Here we go, guys. This could be the last point of the game. 10 seconds left on the clock, and JP's going to go for the high ground, try to take down that Clone 2. Doesn't able to close that out here, so that could be a huge advantage for Darth. He spots out Darth's clone 3, tries to take him down as low as possible. One more shot will be able to take down Darth. And JP on top of the point, he's gonna get desynced here. Darth staring him right into the face. Clone number 3, overtime.
It's overtime, but Dart's already calling it in game. His 3 is in JP's half with 1 HP. We can see the free fire's already coming out. Dart's 3 is in a horrible position. No health packs up. He has to survive with that and keep control of the
360.
point.
Oh, no barrel.
And look, Darth's having fun. He's not sure this is going to go in his favor.
He's definitely not sure. I mean, he's pulling out the rifle. He hasn't pulled out the rifle in the tournament. Actually, I've never seen Darth with the rifle to begin with. But just as you said, he has that clone 3 so close there, he can get taken out super fast. Another rifle.
Yeah, going with the rifle 2 again. He's just looking to get some clean headshots here. Going for some fun, pushing hard into their half. Yeah, I think Darth has conceded this last OT to JP. And, I mean, in his credit, this is a very, very unwinnable position. If he were to pull this off, it would be absolutely insane.
I don't know, we'll have to see how this plays out. He's got 7 HP. Free Fire is going to come in here. He does manage to survive and get blocked. And no, there comes the explosion. And that's going to be the game win for JP as he jumps his way into the finals, coming in first, undefeated in the entire Premier League Championship tournament. Congratulations, JP and Darth. JP coming in with the win. Reverse sweep.
A well launcher shot by JP gets the kill on Darts 3. Darth was able to get to cover, but he wasn't able to avoid that explosion.
And what a crazy finals match. I mean, JP was down 2-0 at the end of it and made a huge reverse comeback.
Reverse sweep by JP in the finals. What a game to watch. And congratulations to both the players. Both of you played extremely well. It was very, very, very close.
And so, looking back at the tournament here, what were the placements? What did they win here, Mr. Freeze? Could you elaborate a little bit further on what just happened in this entire tournament?
The matches that we cast, they were all 3-0 sweeps until the last one. I believe, if I